Wah pa 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 pa. Wah pa 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 pa. Wah pa 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 pa. Wah pa 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 pa. Saibeta! Saibeta. Hello everyone. How are you? Bad of the branch, what is your wisdom? First, you gotta roll me a wisdom saving throw to determine whether you can handle my precious wisdom. Hello, Salvetta, my dear Amoria. Can you... do you notice something? Do you notice something? You know, like a little tiny bit of a change. Nothing too big. Just, you know, like a little bit of a change. Wee. Hello, hello. Small change? Did you do something with your hair? Let me take a look. Huh. No, I think no, it looks like the same hair color as before. I think my perception may be too low. What's your passive perception? I critically failed the wisdom save. You take 1d10 psychic damage. I'm doing okay, I was sick yesterday. I'm still a bit tired, but I'm glad I finished my exams. How are you doing, Amari? Feeling better? It's okay. I'm hanging in there. First of all, I'm glad that you're a bit better. I hope that you will continue to recover, Narcsep. As for my health, I'm gonna chat about that in a moment because I've got some wild stories. My cable keeps on hitting my knee. Wow. Just a slight change, right? Nothing too big. 1, 2, 3. Cute new model? I don't know what you're talking about. I think I look all the same. Maybe a new haircut. Feels like I have... I don't know, would you say I have more hair or less hair? Oh, I have a d6 hit die, so dead. No! No! Oh boy, Amari. I think I have proficiency, but my magic item, eye surgery, should give you +2, so maybe 13. More fuss, but shorter hair. Huh. Well, indeed. Although the majority of you has critically failed all the perception checks. It is true indeed. I have changed, for I have obtained... Did you gain weight? Excuse me? How dare you? How dare you? Did you gain weight? What? I'm wounded. Did I say that? The audacity! Gain weight. Shot fired, indeed. You know, that was supposed to be a special moment. What are you doing? Dealing that psychic damage. No, I did not gain weight. In fact, I dare say that I'm a bit more small now. So technically, I lost weight? Question mark. Life for just like a couple seconds, immediately get bullied. Immediately get bullied. Huh?
You're going to be thrashed!
Oh.
Merry Christmas!
Sitsan, here's the change you asked for. Salvete Mari. Remember when I sent that scandalous offline donor? I learned 3 days later that I actually sent that on the 1-year anniversary from when we first met you, May 6th, which means it's been a year. Oh my gosh, it's been a year. Oh my, it's been so long. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for telling me. And thank you so much for the change, Sitsan. I do appreciate it. Oh gosh, I really gotta get my hands on an iPhone soon so I can do something about that tracking, guys. I'm so sorry. You know, like my artists and riggers, they put so much love into the tracking, and then I'm here with my webcam and I just ruin it all. But thank you so much. And I gotta note that down. I gotta note the May 6th down. Thank you so much for reminding me. And a year already. True, technically you did lose weight, right? Amari is about to cast Power Word Ban. Please roll for Counterspell. Indeed, roll for Counterspell. I think I'm getting a slightly more head-petable vibe from you. It could be. It could be. I also like that my ears wiggle so extremely because they are attached to my eyebrows. Not my eyes, my eyebrows. And you should know that I've got really expressive eyebrows. Like, you know, Daenerys Targaryen, Emilia Clarke eyebrows? That expressive. So, prepare for lots of ear wiggle. It's been a year since we first met you, mysterious friend. I even went back to check on Iris, but... Aw, that's so sweet. Ah. Put it on throne. I tried, actually. I tried. But the thing is, I want to get a pre-owned one. I actually forgot which model it was. I didn't want one of the most recent ones because I did some research. And I think my research said, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong because you guys have so much more knowledge than I do. But according to my research, iPhone 11 and iPhone 12 are pretty good for rigging already, right? Well, not rigging, for face tracking, right? So I was eyeing the pre-owned iPhone 12s on the website where I also got my MacBook from. But the thing is, the prices keep changing like every day, so I can't put it on Throne. So I will just, at some point, buy it myself. Because it's not that much. Like right now, it's like 230 euro. I mean, it's still a lot of money. But it could be worse, right? Could be worse. I have a 12 mini for tracking. I think it's good. It's smart to get an old phone. A lot of my friends did that too. Yeah, so the side that I'm eyeing, they also sell pre-owned phones and MacBooks and everything in really good condition. Like my MacBook I got from there, it was like new, but I still saved so much money. So I was eyeing the 12. Although, I'm not sure, do you think 12 is better or would 11 be enough too? 16 plus intelligence, 0. Amari turned into a bat, so I wouldn't call her cute when she pouts. No. Huh? You don't like my pouty face? You don't like my pouty face, huh? You don't like my pouty face? Gosh, I'm still so confused where I placed all my toggles. Gotta show you all my toggles. Yeah, of course I still pout. I couldn't get rid of the pout, right? But welcome to my model reveal. Sorry, I just got confused because I hear noise. But yeah, welcome to my that model reveal. It was actually kind of funny because it was a really rough day. You know, I was really sad. I was just sitting there staring at my screen, and then I was like, okay, maybe I can just try to be productive still. Like, I checked my emails and both my riggers contacted me. Both models were about to be finished. There are some adjustments that have to be made to the main model, but this little guy here, my little bat, was all ready. So I was like, it's time. It's time for me to reveal one of my true forms. Ah. Can't wait to show you. I mean, I already activated a bunch of toggles, but I'm gonna show them off, well, like one by one. I still pout, yeah. I don't know if 11 would be the best for battery reasons. I would advise you to get a battery replacement if you do decide to get that one, because it can overheat otherwise. Huh, in that case, I think, But like, I wanted to go for the regular iPhone 12, not the 12 mini. So I'm not sure whether like the regular 11 or the regular 12 is better. I know nothing about iPhones. Absolutely nothing. I know that my dad had an iPhone once. I don't know how ancient that one is though. Very ancient, probably. Oh, even your mini has been slowly starting to overheat. I know nothing of iPhones as well. That is the spirit. Well, I gotta hydrate real quick. Alrighty. Let me pull out my list, because there's so much to talk about, because I just despawned again. I'm so terribly sorry about that. Let's talk about why I despawned. I mean, I did announce it on X, but I still want to chat a little bit about it, because unfortunately that might be an issue that, you know, it's gonna happen again, unfortunately. And it's still kind of like an active issue in a sense that my condition only got that much better. So you might recall that in the last stream, in the Deltarune stream, my ears started hurting, which was likely related to my TMJ, like to my jaw disease. Fortunately, that only happened on that one day, so it didn't happen in the following days. But oh my god. Oh my god. My jaw escalated so much. You know, it was like 1 or 2 days of peace, and I thought, everything's gonna be fine. No. That was one of the worst, and still is, one of the worst TMJ faces I had in a long time. In a very long time. So, gosh, there were like... I can't even express how much pain I was. I just know that, you know, like, how I always carry ibuprofen, like painkillers. Yeah, painkillers and I were about to be besties again, I think. And I might actually have to look into something else than ibuprofen, because I don't think it's really helping me anymore. Might try some muscle relaxers or something. But yeah, let's just say my jaw was acting up a lot. And unfortunately, there was another condition that also acted up. So, it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I don't even remember what happened in the past 2 weeks. Like, I still vaguely remember. I remember playing Baldur's Gate 3 and stopping every 2 hours because I felt awful. And I did my taxes and some other things, but overall it was just my sleep schedule ended up being a total mess because I could only be awake for like 1 or 2 hours, and then I'd be in so much pain that I would need to lie down again. And then there was that one weekend, guys. That one weekend where I wanted to see the sun, where I wanted to bathe in sunlight and go outside. And it was a mistake. Cause I wanted to go to an event, okay? I wanted to be social. I wanted to go to a nerd store and buy some D&D books. I wanted to go to an event. And it was like a let's just say oh my god, sorry, I just saw the message. Amari, forgive me for asking, but does your jaw ever act up with you go to bite someone's neck? Imagine, you know, like I'm approaching someone, you know, I'm like, oh wait, wrong toggle. I'm like, wait, I gotta get all, there we go. Ah, where is it? Is it here? There it is. Imagine I'm like, hi, I wanna bite you. Can I drink some of your blood? Alright, it's okay. Well, don't mind me. Walk. Oh, sorry. That's not. Oh, sorry. Did I hit your vein or did I bite? I'm sorry. Oh. I keep forgetting what buttons I need to press. Imagine I just want to bite someone, just cracking all the time. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about my day trip in a moment. Let me first catch up with chat. 12 has a bigger battery than 11. I guess probably it's good that I go for 12, I think. Mari, you come first. We can wait. But I wanna stream! I guess I'm thinking about 13. iPhone 12 somehow has a smaller battery than 11. Oh, sorry. My jaw just cracked. Things definitely weren't jawsome. Oh, they were not jawsome, trust. Cute Batgirl model, right? My bat is finished. You're a trooper for still being able to handle your taxes through it. Proud of you. Thank you. I guess, I hope it's okay for me to share this, but Heidi and I have the same tax advisor. So it's kind of funny. It's actually really kind of funny because she always tells me how it's going when she has meetings with the tax advisor. Then I do the same, and we can kind of help each other out there, which is pretty cool. Mari, forgive me. I had that. Hepet. Thank you. She told us you became the favorite. All right. Look. Story time. I had that one meeting with our tax advisor, and the tax advisor would go, sorry, I just read the romantic joint cracking. One day I gotta get like those 3DO mics and just get really close to that ear and record those jaw cracks and make them an alert or something. But yeah, I had a meeting with our tax advisor and they would go, so what exactly are you doing again? So I explained how streaming works and everything, and also showed some alerts and everything. And then they were like, "Okay, well, can you show me how you handle the documentation, everything so far?" And I was like, "Actually, I prepared something just for today." And I pulled out that giant Google spreadsheet where where I listed every single donation, how much the SE Pay fee was. Like, it was super detailed. It was insanely detailed. And I even had researched some laws already and everything, and I had like another overview document. I had like 3 separate documents for the SE Pay income. And the tax advisor just looked at my stream and was like, "Wow, that is detailed." That is detailed. And so the thing is, German taxes are really confusing in a sense that we have to pay taxes for donations, right? So it's called Umsatzsteuer, Umsatzsteuerpflichtig. I forgot what it is in English, but I know that in some countries, you know, when people donate, it's tax-free. Like, you get the full money, minus, of course, the platform fees. But in our case, that is not the case. We will have to pay Umsatzsteuer on our donations, because technically, you get something in return, you know? Because just the alert that is playing, or, you know, me reading out what you wrote in a donation, all of that could already be considered a service, or just a fact, you know, that I have like that the button is part of, you know, that is, I think, still kind of debatable. If there weren't any alerts, and if I didn't read out the comments, then perhaps, you know, you could argue whether a service is involved or not. But reacting to the donations in any form, even if it's just an alert or the streamer reading it out, would be considered that you get something for it in return. So it's Umsatzsteuerpflichtig, usually. And our tax advisor wasn't really sure how to handle that yet, because in Germany it's still really confusing, like how to handle all the streaming income. Like, sometimes it's decided like that, sometimes it's decided like that. Like, for example, perhaps in the future it will be decided that the regular donation will be like that we won't have to pay any fees for that or something like that, right? Or no Umsatzsteuer, basically. But for example, donathon donations, I believe, will likely still be Umsatzsteuerpflichtig, because there you're donating actively, so a streamer will actually fulfill a promised goal. So you're sending donations, so the streamer does something, which again is a service, right? So we would have, like, those donations would be Umsatzsteuerpflichtig. So it really depends on the case, and there's no final rules, no final laws on that yet. So they decided case by case, but the safest bet right now is to just say, all the donations I receive are Umsatzsteuerpflichtig. Like, all of them. I actually want to Google real quick what Umsatzsteuerpflichtig means in English. Umsatzsteuerpflichtig. Subject to turnover tax. Alright, subject to turnover tax according to my dictionary. So as of now, all donations, like, just to be safe, we're handling it in a way that that they are subject to turnover tax. But technically, it's not fully decided yet, like how it's supposed to be ruled. It really depends. It's a complicated thing. And my tax advisor was like, I gotta research this because it's still so uncommon. Could you maybe like write me an email and like provide all the information that you gave me in this meeting, like again, just like written down? I was like, of course. And then I sent an email. Well, I also shared my own research whether donations are subject to turnover tax, and pretty much did all the work for the tax advisor already. And after a few weeks, the tax advisor messaged me back, was like, yeah, no, I agree. Thank you for your research. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. And our tax advisor also was like, because they know that Airi and I know each other. They were like, yeah, if you ever come to the town where I have my office, you can visit us and we can drink a coffee. And I was like, okay. So now I'm like joking, it's only a question of time until they will hire me. It's funny. But yeah, that is what I learned. Again, I can't promise that everything I just said is 100% true or like legit. This is just a result of my own research. It's really complex. Taxes are incredibly complex. And then it also depends on, you know, what kind of business you are running. There's like different business models. You can own a technically it's all a form of a company, but there's different forms of companies, right? So you can be an individual, you can register a company, there's different kinds of companies you can register. It's so incredibly complex. It's a hate-love relationship that I have with paperwork. It's like, it's so annoying, but it's also really interesting. Romantic joint cracking is still sending me. The folk call her Jaw Cracula? Oh my gosh, I gotta note that down. Wait, Jaw Cracula. This is gonna be my new nickname. Jaw Cracula. Amari, you don't have a stream deck, do you? No. I don't even have a second screen. Of course I don't have a stream deck. I'm sorry. Borrow IDs? But we live quite far away, so I can't rob her of it. It's too holy. Maybe I'm gonna get my own one day. I'm kind of a microphone nerd. I really love microphones, so I hope that one day I will have a 3DO, because now that I looked more into it, respectfully, I'm really obsessed with those. A tax advisor's career did not prepare them for this kind of work, right? That's insanely impressive. Thank you. Amari being ahead of the game. I love being prepared. Maybe it's a German thing. It's like when Airi prepared a whole PowerPoint presentation for our Japan vacation. I feel like it's just a German thing. The Amari service, right? Maybe I should just make this a content form, like the one thing I do in German, like Amari helping you with taxes. Chaotic neutral middle ground, pay for the turnover, but also increase your declared expenses to match. You know, that's the good thing. Almost everything, like so many things can be considered expenses. So the first year is gonna be really funny because the model art, the model rigging, all of that is considered an expense. So I will definitely have spent more than I earned. They're just gonna look at me and be like, what the? What is this? From what I know, it's correct. Then I'm relieved. Oh no, it's a Marimo and she's gonna bleed us dry. Run. He's saying that because she's a vampire. No, well, she's a tax advisor. Future career unlocked. Taxes wasn't actually always difficulty, but it's a baby that's grown up to explode a beast over time. It's true though. It's true. But, yeah. It's so funny she told you that story. I actually sent Heidi my spreadsheets too, because I'm really proud of them. And I figured, you know, if I already sat down, it was like one evening where I just spent 5 hours in a row, like without a break. I just sat there for 5 hours until 4 a.m. or something, just doing taxes. Which, by the way, and I say that with so much love, I hope you can understand. I have made a slight change to the Stream Elements dono button. And from now on, the minimum that needs to be donated is €3. Not because I'm greedy, but because a couple days ago, I was doing my taxes. And you might remember that one stream where all of you, like, not all of you, but like a few people, again, I'm not mad. I'm really not mad. I think it's funny. It's hilarious. I received like a bunch of small donos because you kept like sending uneven numbers, right? And you were trying to fix it. And for my taxes, I have to manually type in every single dono I received. And because these had, like, this is something that I unfortunately couldn't change in the in the settings, but because those weren't even numbers, I also couldn't just copy paste. You know, I really had to do it all manually. And I sat there, and at some point, you're like scrolled out. I was like, ah! It took forever. Like, really, I am beyond grateful. I am beyond grateful, and I appreciate the small sums, truly, truly. So I apologize for being rude here, for being ungrateful here. I am grateful, I really am. But after I was done with that, I was like, that's it. That's it. No more €1. No more €1. I kept in the uneven donos, so you can still bully me with that, okay? Please don't apologize. It was fun. I loved it. I was laughing so much. And you're like, I was crying happy and sad tears as I was doing my taxes there. But it was something where I realized, like, these smaller donos, again, I appreciate them just as much. But they're definitely much more easier to handle in the form of, for example, bits on Twitch or super chats, because there it's all part of one payout. You know, like when I get a payout from YouTube or Twitch, I will get an invoice that I can just attach. I cannot do that with Stream Elements donations. There, I will have to list every single one myself individually. And I also have to, just so you know, I also have to screenshot every single dono for the accounting. So yes, somewhere in my accounting book is a screenshot of a €6.66 donation by Black Market. Das Finanzamt wird mich steinigen. The Finanzamt will be like, what is that? So if you ever need help automating that task in the future, I would love to help because dear lord, that sounds painful. That's the thing, I have zero Excel knowledge. Excel? Is that how you pronounce it? I gotta learn it one day, but I also don't have Excel. But maybe one day I will learn how to automate that. Like, I won't say no to a guide. In fact, I have a feeling that all the German VTubers, Hunter, they will just start to worship you. They will consider you a D&D deity if you make a public, like, tutorial on how to do that. I'm surprised. Yeah, it's so annoying that it doesn't have an export option. I searched for it, I couldn't find any. Maybe it's possible to request it, but you know what? It'll be fine. Not sorry. Exactly. You don't have to be sorry at all. Well, but, right, we were talking about Joe Cracula. So I wanted to go to an event, and I went on kind of like a day trip because I had to go on a Deutsche Bahn adventure again. And we know how Deutsche Bahn adventures usually go. So there was like this one time where I was not inside a train and where I was inside a bus. And I just started feeling really sick. Really sick. And I had that last year when that condition was acting up. It was when I had to do like this this thingy, you know, where they supervised my blood pressure and everything for like 24 hours. I would just randomly like almost collapse sometimes. That's usually like pretty common in summer. Like I'm kind of used to it at that point. Like, it's just why do I always get scared? If you can read this, then you are a staggeringly handsome individual and need to give a big discount on tax advisements for Sister Mari. Wink. Ah. Lizard wizard. Thank you so much. Ah. Thank you for the little jump scare and for the dono. I appreciate it. Right. I was talking about the cursed hell story, right? Right. So I contemplate making a money laundering joke, but they might just report me instead. I'm not sure. Would that be in my accounting too? Probably. Or does it? I don't think. No, it does not include the messages. It does not include the messages. You're safe. You're safe. Deutsche Bahn adventure sounds like a slang term for getting jumped in a train bathroom or something. I mean, it was incredibly crowded and quite a survival show on its own. But that wasn't a bad part. The bad part really was just my health. You know, that was in like during the break that I took. I wanted to go outside, like step out into the sun, hoping I won't burn. And I was like inside the bus, and I was even sitting. I was fortunate enough to get a seat, but I just almost collapsed. Like I started feeling so dizzy and sick, and I was actually like sitting in the bus considering whether I should call a family member and be like, I'm about to fall unconscious, please pick me up. It's just like, help me. But I just leaned my head against the window and tried to survive until the very end, and I did. And I just I bought some sushi and ate it, and I felt a bit better. And then I had to drive the train and everything, and I went to the event, and I was feeling a little better, you know. Like I got some chocolate too, made sure that I drank a little bit, like some aqua, some sugar, and it was quite alright, you know, like my condition got better. But when I was heading back, it got worse again. And again, I almost collapsed. And so I, at some point, just found myself on a field in the middle of nowhere. And I had to sit down on the ground because I felt so bad. I was just like, was it worth it? It was worth it because I got D&D books, but was it worth it? And then I sat there for like 10 minutes. I got up, wanted to keep walking, but I just still felt so sick, and I knew. And I'm warning you, it's about to get really gross, so you might want to leave for 5 minutes if you don't like to hear vomit stories. But I was feeling so miserable, and I could tell I need to throw up. That's it. I feel so awful from this public transport. My neighbor hears me, I'm screwed. Congrats on your 1-year anniversary as our most mysterious of friends, Amari. Hope your new transformation improves your health a little bit. Thank you so much, Hunter. I appreciate it. I hope so too, that my transformation will help. But there's actually gonna be a few news on the transformation in a moment. But we'll get that. Alright, so vomit story. I was walking, and it was a hot day, you know, like people were driving the bicycle and everything. So this field, although it was in the middle of nowhere, like every few minutes, like bicycle drivers would pass by. So I was waiting for a good moment. I was like, okay, just let it out, Amari. It's gonna be okay. Nobody's gonna know. You know, like The Exorcist, the horror movie, the scene where like that girl is like chained on the bed or something, and there's just like this laser beam of vomit shooting out of her. It's just like, can't be that. It even hit my pants. It's just like, oh god, that's. And I saw in the distance that more bicycle drivers were approaching, and I was like, oh no, I don't want them to know it was me. I don't want them to know it was me. So I forced myself to stop, and like I tried to cover my pants. Just like kept walking, and they passed by me, and I pretended like I was just walking with that straight face, like I'm not guilty. I'm not guilty. That was not me. What you're about to see, like in 10 meters, that was not me. Those tiny bits and pieces that you see in the bottom of my jeans, that was not me. I'm not the culprit. It was terrible. But yeah, that sums up how well I was doing, really. I was not feeling it. And unfortunately, so my jaw got a bit better, but it's still cracking. Like, I also took painkillers today. And fortunately, they're helping a little bit. Just the cracking is annoying. But, it'll likely still take a bit until it's better. But you know what? It's gonna pass, and better times will be ahead. Heck yeah. And honestly, I'm just glad that today's stream, that it works out, you know, that I can be here, that I can chat with you guys today, that my condition improved enough so that I can go live again. I definitely gotta be a bit picky about what kind of streams I do in the upcoming few weeks, and gotta reduce the amount of streams a little bit. But I am very confident that the worst is over. It could be that once it's getting hotter in Germany again, that my my body in general will be acting up a little bit. But I will do what I can to, you know, stay strong and fight my way through summer. Kiss strong girl with the house burning down behind her energy, right? Gosh, I need to commission an emote of that so badly. That is a good way to see it. Thank you. Who calms down and gets easy on you. Thank you. Thank you. But again, I just really want to say thank you that you guys also support me so much here and that you care for my health. And that, you know, it's insane to me because, like, you just brought it up earlier too. Like, it's been over a year already since ID had me join in one of her streams, and it's been around that time. Like, I remember that sometime after that I actually started setting up socials and planned to at some point actually, you know, do this, make a Marimund a real thing. And it took forever, you know, like it took so long until I even actively started doing anything, really. Sometimes I would just despawn for a month or two, but whenever I returned, you were there, you know? Like, you waited all that time patiently. It's kind of ironic because shortly after I went live with ID for the first time, that was when I had my last really bad phase with my jaw. So that was also one of the reasons why I was gone for a very long time, or also one of the reasons why, for example, during the Forest stream, I was doing really bad because of the pain and everything. But I still wanted to try, you know? I'm just so grateful that you guys kept waiting for me, you know? And I'm so sorry if you hear my stomach grumbling. I did eat today. Okay? I don't know why it's grumbling because I really had a lot of food today. Apparently my stomach is just a little greedy today. But it's just like, how do I best put it? From the very start, I didn't want to treat this journey as a marathon. You know, I didn't want to run. I didn't want to rush it. Because the breaks we take, especially when it comes to creative crafts, creative journeys, the breaks we take, especially those that are relevant to our health, to our well-being, they are a part of the journey too. And if we neglect our health or do things in the name of passion, but neglect our health in the process, you know, it's a mindset I want to avoid. Not to say that, you know, like, I don't mean to hate on people, you know, who push through and do stuff besides them feeling unwell. You know, dear God, I don't want to be like, oh no, that's bad. It's bad for your health. That, you know, I will not lie about. I think it's bad for your health. I think it's bad for your soul. But you're not a bad person for trying to push through. And often there are reasons why people try to push through, because they feel like they have to, because they feel like they owe it to someone, or also because they need to. You know, not everybody has the opportunity, the option to take a break, especially when this creative craft, the thing we do, is our major source of income. You know, not being able to go live, not being able to produce content for a while, that can be really bad and result in people not being able to pay for their basic needs. So I understand why sometimes, you know, people make that choice to neglect themselves. But it hurts me in my heart to know that people have to do this. And I'm just grateful that you guys, you know, are patient and don't turn your back on me, and likely also not on others, you know, just because sometimes we disappear for a while to take care of ourselves, but you wait for us patiently. And that is worth so incredibly much, because very often I believe one of the greatest fears that also results in people, you know, like forcing themselves to do something is because they're afraid that people will turn away and replace them or forget about them. So knowing that you won't forget about me and that you're waiting there for me, you know, not just at the finish line, but also on the stops in between, and that you always welcome me with open arms, that is worth so, so much. And it also encourages me to take care of myself. And I will always try my best to balance it as well as I can, to push through where I can with good conscience push through, but to also allow myself to rest and take the break I need when I can afford to do that.
Well, flip my flapjacks.
I'm holding a really epic speech here, you know? Ah, thank you so, so much. The tax file. Thank you so much for the donor. I appreciate it. But yeah, I have friends and people in my life I've lost contact with for multiple reasons. I may not be able to contact them, but I do hope and wish them that it's been years since I talked. Yeah, honestly, kind of terrible how the content game works on those social network sites, encourages so much burnout and self-destructive behavior. I'm glad to have the option to stand against it. We've got your back. Thank you. And I know what you're talking about, Sitsan. Like, I also met people in my life, you know, where eventually the paths parted. And sometimes, you know, it was just because people grew apart. Sometimes, unfortunately, it was because of conflict, which is a really human thing, and it happens. Sometimes it's just, again, like, because, you know, like, the paths lead a different way. But I really hear you on that part. Like, I do hope and wish the best for them. But, yeah, and also to, like, answer to what you say, Hunter, that's the thing, too. To me, it's a really big step to actually try and turn my creative passions into a job. Because, it's, like, not just streaming that I do, right? I also do graphic design and other things. Like, there's multiple creative services that I offer, next to the streaming. And, it's really challenging to turn a creative hobby into a job, because it always comes at the risk that you start losing your passion, because it is a tough industry. You know, you gotta put a lot of work into it. Generally, when you're self-employed, regardless of what you do, whether it's a creative thing or a restaurant or anything else, you know, it is so much work. And also the regular jobs, you know, everything is just so much work today, and there's so many settings that encourage burnout. But the truth is, and I just saw an Arcep, you wrote that too, everyone needs a break sometimes, because, you know, yeah, at the end of the day, we're all human. We're not machines. We have bodies with wants and needs. And I'm just really grateful that this is a community, you know, and I'm also grateful that, because I also see, like, how when I see you guys, like, in other chats, when I'm watching other streamers and you're watching them as well, like, the support and care that you show, it is worth so much, and it is incredibly encouraging in a field, you know, where it's so common that creators burn themselves out. Like, this is the harsh truth. It's really a lot of work. But it's really, how do I best put it? I'm grateful that I have people around me that encourage me to take care of myself. And that includes you guys. But that also includes, for example, one of my acting coaches that I had in the past. When due to health issues, I couldn't continue my acting classes for a while. And I was like, I feel so bad because, so many years have passed now since I took acting classes, and now I can pick them up again, yes. But before that, I had to take such a long break and I feel terrible. And my coach was like, yeah, but the breaks are a part of that. Those breaks we take, they are a part of our creative journey. Because getting to know ourselves, focusing on our health, and making sure that we're stable enough and in a well enough condition, to continue with our craft. That is so important. And it is a part of our story. It is a part of our life. I'm really glad you think that way. What I learned is that health always comes first. Waiting is the best thing we can do. Everyone needs a break sometimes. Agreed, definitely. Of course, one thing I hear a lot, and there's truth to it, consistency is key. But another truth, or at least a personal truth to me, I'm a person who puts quality above quantity. And I want to be able to give my best. And when I realize that I'm feeling so unwell that I start performing unwell, it's the one thing when I go live and my jaw cracks a bit, or I have a little bit of a headache, there are some things where I personally got used to pushing through, right? But I want to be in a condition where I can truly put my heart into things, where I can put joy and love into my craft. Because I feel like somehow people can sense it, Like, sometimes when I watch people's content, I can just feel how much happiness is part of their content, And then sometimes I hear stories, how much people suffered to create something. And it pains me, to know that sometimes people suffered to create something. Because at the end, this end product contains that suffering. So it's also like whenever I work with artists, like privately, commission art, or also like in general, of course, when it involves commercial use, it's important to set deadlines and everything. But personally, I would hate it knowing that an artist forced themselves to draw when they were in a terrible condition. I don't know, one of my artists ended up in hospital and they're doing really, really awful and they should focus on their health, but they're like, oh my gosh, I gotta finish this for Amari, and then they're sitting there in the hospital drawing while they feel miserable. I would feel so bad knowing that this energy, the suffering, is part of the craft. I don't know whether what I'm saying makes sense now. I also understand that it's a difficult topic. It's really so complex to find a good balance. We should all be careful of burnout of creators, viewers, and creators. No one wants that to happen to their creator they watch. Exactly. Better to have a few gems than a few gems of lots of, rocks. I've fallen out so many communities over time, grown so distant with so many people I held there. I don't want to let go of the people I care about anymore if I can help it, including this space. That is so profound, and I hear you in that. The myth of the hungry artist or the suffering artist is so terribly toxic to the world of art now that I think about it. Makes absolutely sense, not only to me, but I'm sure we all here feel the same way. I guess in the end, it really just comes down to this. It's a really competitive field. It's, like many jobs, really time-consuming. Demands a lot of work, a lot of consistency. But at the end of the day, we're still human. And then many of us, unfortunately, also suffer from health conditions, whether it's physical health, mental health, or both. And IRL stuff is also a thing, you know? Like, sometimes we're going through things in our private life, like with our friends or our family members. Someone gets sick or loss, grief, having to take care of others, IRL duties, you know? Like, there is so much. We are such complex beings. There's so much going on in our life, but work is so demanding regardless of what it is. And when you then decide to pursue a passion as your job, as work, that is such a risky thing to do, because you do risk losing your passion. You know, like I know people who decide to work a regular job rather than, for example, becoming a freelance artist or so, because they fear losing their passion for art due to the pressure, due to the due to all the other artists that are out there, and it being competitive to a certain degree, right? I know for X, if you want to get a hit tweet, you have to be tweeting like, yeah, something really frequently, once, twice a week. Yeah, I hear you on that. I also have to admit, I think when it comes to Twitter, I'm terrible. Like sometimes I just despawn for a couple of weeks, but you know, I'm cool with that. I just feel bad because, oh yeah, Amari really said X for Twitter. I'm so sorry. Twitter. I know for Twitter if you want to get like a hit tweet. It's just I'm so used to calling it X already. But yeah. No, like I feel bad sometimes because I tweet so little. I do wanna tweet more to keep you guys more updated, but at the same time, you know, I also don't want to tweet irrelevant stuff. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. My younger brother just tried to eat his toothbrush. Oh god, so I do have to admit, I have become a lot less enthusiastic about coding after it became my full-time job, so I get the reasoning. Yeah. Amari, you're the only person I know who just call it X, but it's your choice, so don't let me tell you what to do. I don't know why I started calling it X though. Like, I was calling it Twitter still for a very long time, and at some point, I think I just started calling it X. I think it started around the time where they changed the URL, you know, like the link, because, in the past, whenever I wrote twitter.com, it would still be twitter.com, but at some point it would just automatically change to X, and then I just got used to it. But alright, enough deep talk. Let's talk about joyous things. But on that note, let me wrap it up with that. Again, thank you so much for being so patient with me, and for, you know, supporting me, even though I sometimes despawn and take those breaks. I really appreciate that you're so patient with me and that you're still supporting me. Now I'm gonna hydrate. What? I'm gonna show off my toggles! Alright. Oh, Yeah, so let's start with the expressions. So you've seen that one already. I can cry. I can cry. Maybe I can also zoom in a little bit. Whoop. Whoop. Cry. Cry. Sedge. Sedge. You're forgiven. It's understandable you'd need a break from us. No! No, it's not like that. We'll always wait for you, Amari. Ah, thank you. Wah. Wah. Pouting. Pouting. I can also pout. I can also pout without tears. Pout. Fortunately, my mouth doesn't move when I pout, but that's okay. Oh. That is my phasmophobia face, definitely. If I have that on, I'm definitely playing Phasmophobia or a different horror game. I think it also goes well with this one. Oh wait, that is my... That was a smile. With that one. Whoa. Whoa. Menacing. 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 Evil. Evil. Then I have a smile. Because, you know, I tend to have this German grumpy face. So, I can just use this toggle and you will never be able to tell again that I am in truth a German. Wow, terrifying. Terrifying. Wow. And here are my wings. Yippee yippee. Now let me actually show all the other toggles. So this is when I stretch out my wings. I look like a flying squirrel. And I can put them down and just like sit here. I will also be posting the reference sheet for the bats soon. Tell you who the rigger is and everything. And the artist. And then I have this. Like holding on to something. But I've got nothing. Imagine there's like a chocolate chip cookie. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. This is me imagining chocolate chip cookies when they're holding on to the invisible chocolate chip cookies. Stretching out my wings again. I like this one the most for talking because it just looks like I'm a puppy. And then one of my favorites. Eepy. 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 Wee. Eepy. And I have the menacingly leaning forward. Oh, what did you say? You have chocolate chip cookie? Gimme. 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 Gimme chocolate chip cookie. Wee. Oh, what do you have there? Yoink. Yeah. These are my toggles. Wings? Freckles? Oh, are there? Wait, let me check. Oh, I didn't notice. How can Amari be evil or menacing when she's so terrifying? Evil smile, so terrifying. Terrifying, but also pretty. Thank you. Also, sorry I went quiet for a bit. Was working outside, was too cold on my fingers to write much in chat. Glad you're holding in there though, Amari. Thank you. And also, that's so valid. Chocolate chip cookie or a controller. Yes! We need to give Amari a cookie. I unfortunately don't have any cookies here right now. I gotta buy some again. Alright, here. Yes! Rem! Thanks, Sitsan. Now I can't unsee it, huh? Your wings remind me of basil goose? Basil goisa? Batsa geusa? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. When it's sitting down, I gotta Google that one. I wanna see. Wait. Copy paste and look it up. Oh, you're right. Now I can't unsee it either. Oh. What? What?
Well, flip my flapjacks.
I just got double jump scared now. Huh. Oh, okay, where do I start? Alright, I'm gonna start with you, Sitsan. First off, I love that you already included apologies for the scare, because you knew it would catch me off guard. Cookie buns! Thank you! I'm gonna buy chocolate chip cookies this week. Yippee! Thank you so much, Sitsan, for the dono. And the reason why I was so shook, so I do not have any like notifications on my throne. So I can only like I have to check it manually. If at some point I move over to Twitch, which like I am planning to do multi-streams, there I can include something. But so when I was just Googling the Batselgeuse, I saw that both things I had on my throne were ordered by, like, I received 2 gifts from Anonymous. Huh? Who are thee? Who are thee? How dare you be anonymous? I was like, huh? How do you mean it's fully funded? So for those who didn't know, I had because I was I was trying to add the iPhone to Throne, but the thing is the price changes, you know, like every couple hours, so there was no point in putting that on Throne because it would change every couple hours, you know. It's like something between 200 and 300 or so. So I was like, yeah, I just won't put that on Throne and get it another time. But I could put, you know, like a little standee, like my future iPhone chair, I called it. Like a little standee where I will put the iPhone into in the future. I put that on the list. And I also put a second monitor, but like a tiny one, into the list. Because I like small monitors a lot. And I purposefully didn't say anything, you know, because you guys were so sweet. You already got me the Ralsei plushies, which arrived, by the way. Which arrived. They're so fluffy. They're so cute. I love them, and I will definitely take photos. I will, like, it is on my to-do list. There will be photos. But like, you already got me the plushies, and you're helping me out so much with my debut funds already. So I didn't want to be like, oh, by the way, there's new stuff on Throne, you know? So I didn't want to say that, I put new stuff on it. But apparently someone noticed. Actually, it's funny enough, when someone writes that the song, I'm gonna use it, it's spooky. Empty Throne? How dare I not see Throne sooner? I gotta step my game up. I didn't even know you put anything on Throne. Same, didn't check. Same, phone Throne. Starting. Who was it? Who was it? Who was that anonymous person? You're all being like it. I didn't know. Who was it? What? Wow. I can't even say. Alright, whoever it was, anonymous, thank you so much. Oh my god. I think they get their name if they didn't prefer to be anonymous. Yeah, like, I will respect it. I definitely do. But if you are here, anonymous, if you are still here, because I don't know when you did that. I don't know if anonymous is more than one person, but the gifter says anonymous, so like both the orders says anonymous and only one gifter. So I don't know whether it were two different anonymous, whether it was one anonymous. I will just call them they them now. Anonymous, whoever you or you guys are, thank you so much. I hope that you still hear it. I will definitely tweet about it at some point too. Let me actually write that down. Thank Anon on X, because I want them to see it in case they're no longer here, because I don't know when that happened because I don't have any throw notifications. But thank you so much. Truly, that is so kind, and I appreciate it a lot. Oh my god. Can you believe it? For the first time in my life. Okay, not the first time in my life. I had 2 monitors at work. But for the first time in my private life, I will have 2 monitors now. I will no longer be legally blind. You have done me a great favor, Anonymous. Also, thank you so much for the phone standy too. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Phone throne? Huh? We need to start stalking her throne. You expect me to put something else on throne after There's not that many people that know me, okay? I'm a very small streamer. I can't, with good conscience, put more stuff on Throne now. Like, you guys got me so much stuff already. Too late, we shall now stalk your throne now. 20.5 isn't tiny. That used to be my work monitor. So I accidentally got a bigger one, huh? Well, it is what it is. I tried to look for a smaller one. Because, ironically, my boss, when I was still studying graphic design, my boss always made fun of me because we had like these super expensive computers with like 3 screens. And I would always look on the small MacBook screen. I hated working on the big screen. I'm also that person that always like watches on the small YouTube window too. Screw it. I will give Amari something on my own. Huh? Maybe we all joined together and funded it. Huh? Say, Amari, I have one important question right now. What is it? What is it? Now Amari can watch TikTok on 2 screens at the same time. 2 monitors are a big upgrade. You can put more... I agree with the first 2 things I just read out. It's a big upgrade and I'm very, very grateful for it. And it's true, I can now watch on 2 screens at the same time. But I cannot put more stuff on Throne. I'd feel bad. Wow. You have 2 questions. Tell me. But again, thank you so much. I hope whoever it was who funded the things on Throne, I'm really grateful. Amari desinks her eyes to look at both screens at the same time. How many toggles does Amari have or plan to have? I'm glad you asked this. So, I bring some news. For I'm not just having my cute little bat debut today. I also have some big updates on my debut planning because the rigging of Amari is about to reach its completion. I'm currently waiting for the testing files, but I have already seen all the toggles and expressions and everything like rigged and all. I already was sent a showcase video. And oh boy, those hips are moving. That was like the first thing I thought. Those hips, dang. But it's many toggles. It's a lot of toggles. I have a controller, I have a microphone, my coffin closes and opens, I have a lying position, I have several expressions, the wings are included, several parts of the outfit can be toggled on and off, including, but not limited to, the jacket, and the shoes, and the wings, and the hat. Even the makeup of the model can be toggled on and off. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. More than 15? I'm not sure if it's more than 15. It depends on what does count as a toggle. But rigging was pricey because it was so much. Does she bite? Unfortunately not, but maybe we're gonna get a bite illustration one day. Those hips don't lie, and neither do I, as an honorary fee. Yeah, they were so fast. They started rigging less than a month ago. I think it's only been like 2 or 2.5 weeks. They were so fast, and it looked so good too. So, but yeah, it is... I almost cried. That is all I will say. I almost cried. I am so happy with how it turned out. Definitely worth the money. And, there's some things that are currently being fixed on the wings still. So it will still take a little bit. And my starting screen and ending screen illustration also still work in progress. The mascot for Amori is still work in progress. And some other assets that I still want to have ready before I debut. So due to that, there is no set debut date yet. But I aim for it to be in the upcoming months. And preferably, I would like it to be before October, because October is my birthday month. So I really hope that we can make the debut possible this summer. Like, I'm doing what I can. I'm like all the important commissions are placed. So I'm just I'm waiting for it, and I really hope that maybe it can be in maybe like in July or August. That would be so nice. But yeah, so I'm still waiting on some art, like on some basics that I would really like to have for the debut, but we're getting closer. Amari, are you the type of girl who likes everything on one page, or would you mind turning the page to get to something? How do you mean? Like, I'm not sure if I... I'm so sorry. I'm a little stupid. I'm not sure if I understand the question. Is it like, when I read something, would I prefer it to be summarized on one page? Or, would it upset me if I have to turn a page? Still the fact that you're unsure whether stuff counts as a toggle already speaks to the quality of the model. Amori mascot, yeah. Birthday debut. I mean, I really hope that we can, I really hope that the debut can happen before the birthday, because I don't want to wait that long. I finally want to use the model. So I really hope it's gonna be before October. Which day? That's gonna be a secret. Unless it is gonna be a birthday debut, then it's not gonna be a secret. But I did already prepare like a little book with lots of funny info, and there I also want to reveal my exact birthday. Buttons. You mean like, for example, when artists have a card, like a commission card, and it's either scrolling down or pressing more buttons. Personally, I don't mind buttons at all. In fact, I think when you set it up nicely, working with buttons can contribute to a better overview. So I don't mind buttons at all. Historically, my she's had the same birth months as my family members. You're up to a good start in that regard. I want to see. Let me just open. Let me just open something. Cause maybe I think I have a list. I have a list of what's included. I have 7 expressions. Three arm toggles, jacket on and off version. So a total of 6, but it's basically just, you know, like, depends on whether the jacket is on or off. So 3 arm toggles, coffin on off, wings on off, hat on off, gloves on off. Yeah. And I can stick my tongue out. Stream that. No, you little menace. You're getting that information out of me for a purpose. I'm kidding. But gasp, I feel betrayed and appreciated at the same time. I was eyeing stream decks in the past, but I'm really the kind of person that's like always making it harder for myself, much harder than I need to. But right, what I wanted to say before I forget it. Let me open my checklist real quick. Alright, I was talking about health. I was telling my vomit story. Right. Another thing I want to say is, I do plan on starting to stream on Twitch as well. And I will try to make that multi-streaming possible as soon as I can. Now that I have a second monitor soon, that is actually really convenient and really helps a lot here. So thank you once more. But yeah, I do plan on multi-streaming. I do plan on streaming both on Twitch and on YouTube. I will stick to English for now. I was considering to do some German streams on Twitch too, but I still feel somewhat comfortable. You guys gave me back some of my confidence. So, it'll be on Twitch and YouTube, where I'll be streaming from now on. And, I felt a bit funny, so I have made a choice. I will get to in a second, but first I want to catch up with chat real quick. Thanks for the stream, by the way. It's, here and past your bedtime, got hit the hay. Rest well, Sen. Sleep well. Thank you so much for being here. So you handled the stream deck, I handled the 3DO? What? That's crazy. I think I have turned off that you can just send me stuff. I would have to put it on the list. I originally wanted to turn it on back then, but then I felt bad and greedy, so I turned it off. Also, 3DO and Stream Deck, those are so expensive. Guys, calm down, calm down. And I gotta focus on the phone first. In fact, you know, I gotta make sure that I get the best out of the rigging. But I also wanted to talk about the debut funds goal, because you might have noticed that I increased it a little bit, which is because originally I thought that 3K would be enough to cover all the costs for the Live 2D, but I was miserably wrong, and it turned out that even the adjusted goal technically doesn't cover it all now, but this is at least getting a bit closer to the actual costs of the Live 2D. It's the toggles. The toggles just really increased the price, and yeah. I underestimated the rigging part a little bit, but again, it was worth it. So I decided to increase the debut funds goal a little bit. Again, there is no pressure to meet it at all or anytime soon. What I will say though, because we have agreed, right, that I will post a second sneak peek once the debut funds goal is reached. I've changed my mind. If the debut funds goal, like again, originally it was if the debut funds goal is being reached before my debut, before I reveal it for the debut, like the model design and everything, I will do another sneak peek. But now I'm like, screw the sneak peek. Should we meet the debut funds goal? And again, should. No pressure. And it's really important to me. Like, I'm trying to make a serious face here. I hope that it... Let me zoom in. Should... Why am I smiling? Pouty. Should we? Okay? No pressure. But should we? It is no longer just gonna be a sneak peek. I will post my character reference sheet. The full thing. Back view, front view. So, if I am faster, if I manage, and the lovely team the lovely team that is helping me preparing everything for the debut. And if we're faster, then we will just publish, publish it when the time has come. When the debut is approaching, when everything is ready, right? So this goal does not need to be met, and it's really important for me to stress this. This goal, it doesn't need to be met in order for me to reveal this. I will reveal it sooner or later because I want to debut as soon as I can, right? So in case we're faster, then I'll just post it. But should we reach it before we're done with it all, then I will post. Then I will post a full thing. Because honestly, your support is already so insane. And I'm beyond grateful for that. And I'd feel bad. Just like, I don't know, posting my freaking collarbone. So we're gonna do the whole thing! Yeah, looking at it, I may have bit off a bit too much with the 3DO. At least unless I manage to score promotion before October, but that's good motivation. Oh, no. Please, 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 please. It's all good. It's all good. 3DO are incredibly expensive. So... I appreciate the spirit. That already says a lot. And no sit-on, no crazy. No sending 1,122 euro. That's insane. I say that with love. You're good. You're good. There's no time to wait for my bang. I'll have to go the Sid route. Also, wasn't it like I remember. Well, I guess they just need to bully you to activate it again. No. You can maybe, with a lot of pressure, with a lot of group pressure, manage to bully me into adding something to throw. But I'm scared what's gonna happen if I turn on that you can just send me stuff. Like, I don't want you guys to be too financially irresponsible, please. Please. I want you guys to focus on your well-being first. And I saw that, alright? Now actually I gotta be a bit... I saw that after a stream when when some of you were like, oh, actually, kind of dipped into my savings today. You did what? Don't do that for me, please. Those are your savings. Those are for you. This is like, you could have emergencies, like medical emergencies, or something happens in your apartment or your house or in your family. You're like, please, please, I felt so bad. Never risk like getting yourself into a tough spot because of me, okay? I will survive. I will survive. You don't have to prove anything. Wow. Wow. I feel a little embarrassed now, but I had to say it. Please, 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 take care of yourself. All right? Let me lean forward. Wrong toggle. Let me lean forward. Always do what makes you happy. All right. Please take good care of yourself. I love how I still confuse the toggles. We all love you, Punk, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm hit by love and affection. What would spending money on Amari makes us happy? Guys, please. But no, for your own safety. For your own safety, I'm gonna keep it deactivated that you can just send me stuff. But if I can somehow convince myself that I'm not a terrible person for adding something to Throne, because it's not bad, but still I feel bad. If you peer pressure me enough into adding stuff to Throne, I will do it, maybe. My savings account can handle a bit of financial irresponsibility as a treat, but it should be your treat. I don't know, it should be, Hunter, go to Japan! Go to Japan! Eat some omurice!
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Good boy.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I just summoned my inner demon for that. Sit on! I legally can't afford this, but hey, you're more than worth it. Sit on! This should be enough for includes a link. A stream deck is such a... I definitely think you should get one. In fact, I insist. Let me take a look at it. Let me take a look at it. Oh my god. Alright, I will search it out on Amazon. Germany. Oh, Elgato. That is such a big one! That is... Sitsan! I definitely think you should get one. In fact, I insist. Love you, Mari. Here's to many more streams. Ah! Ah! You guys. I keep... Just me pressing the wrong buttons all the time is already proof enough that Sitsun is right, right? Ah. Alright, Sitsun. I will get a stream deck this month, and it will be the one. It will be the one that you searched out for me. Wah. Wah. Thank you so much, Sitsun. I appreciate it. I feel like such a noob because I don't even know what QOL means. Let me Google that. Is it quality of life? Yeah, it's quality of life. This reminds me. Oh, gosh, quality of life. Ah. You know, Mari, when we spent money on you or Stream Elements or Throne, it's because we want to do it, not because of pressure. So we can touch a bit of our saving as long as we have enough That is the part that's really important to me, though. You know, that you truly want to, that you won't regret it, and that you have enough. Okay? Like that you...
Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Good boy.
It doesn't stop. Oh goodness. What did I get myself into today? I can't let Sitsum have all the fun. I don't think this will be enough for a video, but it should get us back on track with debut funds. And before you say anything, I'm spending this money because I wanna. This is how I wanna treat myself. Love ya. Alright, I try not to cry. Like, for real. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. All of you. Thank you, Sitsan. Thank you, Hunter. And thank you once more, Anonymous. And, Rückerstattung Zuckerli. And Lizard Wizard. Thank you so much for your support. So we have learned today that Amari is good at summoning her inner demon. I didn't lie when I said I can do messed up things with my vocal cords. Amari, man, I sure hope they didn't forget me. Amari spent a total of $300, right? Oh. I know, I think those German tax laws make it quite a bit of sense. It's definitely making the purchase worth it. Aww. Thank you, guys. No, thank you, need it. You show me that big gorgeous smile of yours, and we can call it even. Ah, 300 euro, not $300. It's more. Thank you so much. Thank you. I need to process this for a moment. Oh, that was my job. But it's probably too quiet, so my mic doesn't catch it. Don't call me out on my sniffles. Don't call me out on my sniffles. I'm getting bullied. All right, let me. This is a pouty. This is okay. I'm getting there. Thank you guys so much. Let me take a look at my... I think, yeah, I addressed everything that was on my list. I talked about the new goal. I talked about debut plans. And, yeah. About why I had a short break that was not short. You guys. Quiet tummy. I will eat something after stream. But I did eat enough. I did eat enough. I had some good food today. My bank is sadly still holding my credit card hostage, but soon. Ah, Narxab. You're all good. You're all good. I should thank your bank for protecting you. I'm holding my card hostage till payday tomorrow. Oh my god. I curse them for that. Ah. But let me quickly check, cause we did talk about the iPads earlier. And I want to compare whether 11 or 12 is better. Because I remember some of you mentioning the overheating. Let me see what I can find. Seems like iPad 12 is recommended still. Let me check. Oh, it's cheaper in red. Oh, it's 200 when it's red instead of white. It's not over 200. It's wild to me that like the color changes the price. I gotta keep track of that. I guess it's also kind of convenient that the prices keep changing on that side, because that way, oh, iPad, I'm so sorry, iPhone. iPhone. Yeah, iPhone, I think I'm gonna keep my eyes open on the iPhone. I'm just gonna snipe one when the price is below 200. Some phone stands come with a built-in fan to help it with the overheating. Ooh, that's good to know too. Yeah, I confused iPad and iPhone. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the one that was on my list doesn't have a built-in one, but you know, we can still always try how it goes with that one. You know? Right, done. Let's go. Welcome back. Ikesawa. I need some bread. Oh no. Would be really inconvenient to buy an iPad for tracking, right? Oh yeah. Remember when I said that you can still bully me into adding something on Throne? Yeah, now you can forget that. Now you can forget that. After today, you can forget that. I gotta protect you from yourselves. But I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask you guys. I do want to stream my first retro game soon. Like retro. We're talking potato graphics. And I wonder if you have a preference. There are some like older Forgotten Realms games that I have not played yet. Like the old Baldur's Gate games or Neverwinter games. Summoner would be an option. I'm not sure if you guys know Summoner. I wanted to wait with Summoner until I have a second screen because there is a PC version for Summoner. but it's a bit funky on PC, so I only wanted to do it when I have a second screen. Now that I do, a summoner would be an option. Sphinx and the cursed mummy would also be an option. Alex Kid would be an option. Ooh, Divinity Original Sin would be an option. You can forget that, girl says. There's like, we can't just send a tutorial for it. Ah! Alright, in that case, I think in that case, if you're gonna go that far, I can also just add it to Throne, huh? Aw, you guys. Oh man, I played Sphinx. How did you like it? Gosh, Sphinx was one of my absolute favorite childhood games. I know that like 9-year-old me had a crush on Anubis from Sphinx. I was so happy when we actually got to see Anubis in person at some point in that game. Gosh, and I hated those camera-like thingies when you were running through the castle as the mummy. Ugh. I always preferred running around as Sphinx. I haven't heard of Shadowrun, sadly. Divinity. Divinity is one I do not know yet. So... that would be an interesting one too. Sphinx! Sphinx I already have. Divinity I would have to get. Sid I just ate, and I also get paid tomorrow. You all have payday tomorrow. Is this like a general thing? Or is it... it's like the middle of the month tomorrow, huh? I liked it, although I played it in my 30s now. The PC port on Steam is very good too. Yeah, I actually have the PC version too. I still have the old PlayStation 2 game from when I was a kiddo. But I also have the PC version, and I tried it out, and it's pretty good. So I could stream that too. I only know Divinity 2, but I also have planned to play the first one. I do have Divinity 2, but didn't play it, and I do not have Divinity 1 yet. Right? Delays next stream, like, by 2 weeks. For safety reasons. I actually have 3 paydays a month. Crooks of the job and all. Ooh. That's an interesting concept. It's like everyone has a relative school game that they played as a kid, teen, a lot. Yeah, well, okay. Listen. When I was 8 years old, my dad took me to a pre-owned game store. Like game store. And they were selling Shadow Hearts Covenant. And I was like, Dad, can we buy this? Because the person on the cover, which was Karen Koenig, the female lead of the game, I just thought she looked pretty. And my dad looked at it and, you know, like, you had to be 12 years old in order to be allowed to play that game, and I was 8. So my dad looked at me and was like, nah, we don't buy that. When we returned to the store the next time, Shadowheart Covenant was still on display. And again, I would go, Dad, can we get that? The lady on the cover is so pretty. And he bought it. And I tried to play it, but I was 8. How good do you think my reading comprehension was? And how smart, like, it's like, you know, I was able to read, but that was a complex high fantasy game with English dub. I understood nothing. that game just confused me. So I put it away for a year, and when I was 9, I pulled it out again. And then my dad and I played it together, and I was obsessed with it. And ironically, you know, like Shadow Hearts Covenant, it's like a dark gothic horror game, but also with some fun, kind of like JRPG vibes. But there's also like some really crazy monsters that you're fighting, and you're like able to transform into demons or like demonic, devilish creatures. It can be pretty, yeah, dark, you know? And I was 9. And I played a game that, you know, literally had elements that were inspired by the Ars Goetia, which is an actual existing book about demons, like demonology. It was so dark. So on the one hand, I was that 9-year-old that was like, oh yeah, I like high fantasy games with like gothic elements and demons and blood and gore and fighting and swords. But I also liked Winx Club and Barbies and the color pink. So one time, my classmate visited me, and you know, I showed her my Barbie collection and everything, and like, I remember even the walls of my room were pink. I was such a pinky girly, really. And then I was like, oh, can I show you my favorite game? And she was like, yeah, sure. I turned on my PlayStation, and there's just like, you know, this intro scene with like, oh, there's military dudes and guns and a demon jumping through a church window. And she was like, Mari, that is really creepy. And I was so hurt by that. How do you mean that's creepy? How dare you call my special interest creepy? Another 2 weeks without Amari. My heart will long until you return, Amari. Ah, okay. I won't make you wait that long then. Hunter, funny enough, the 15th is when all my YouTube memberships get paid. Ooh. It's quite the timing. My dad played Quake 2 with me as a child, like when I was 4, so it's an R-rated game for a good reason, right? Gosh, my dad had a Street Fighter game for the PlayStation 2, and it came with a movie, I believe, or just like something that you actually could watch. So like in the main menu, you could select to either play the game or watch that movie. And it was brutal. Like, respectfully brutal in a sense that there was a scene, I remember that really well, there was a scene of a woman who had quite the breasts, I will just say it, she had quite the breasts, and she just got stabbed through her breast. Through one of her boobs. She just got stabbed, and you would see the blood flowing out and everything. Like, it was such a brutal movie. And I remember that I didn't really like the game because I didn't understand how it worked. But I liked the fact that it came with a movie. And since the PlayStation 2 was in my room, I would just play the movie because I was curious. Because, you know, nobody could prevent me from doing that. And I just started the movie. And I watched it for a little bit, but I didn't understand anything because I was, I don't know, like 8 or 7, I don't know. And I don't even remember whether it came with subtitles or not, but I do remember that the dub was definitely in English. So, I didn't understand anything. And I watched it for a little bit, and you know, like there was a lot of blood and gore. I got bored, so I tried to turn it off, but I couldn't figure out how. So I ended up playing with my Barbies while that movie was playing in the background. I was such a rebellious kid. I also like secretly stayed awake at night and turned on my TV like in the middle of the night so I could watch the SpongeBob episodes I missed. and I would have my TV on like 1% of audio volume so my parents wouldn't notice. And then, ironically, after SpongeBob, they would air American Dad episodes. So I just ended up watching American Dad as like a 9 or 10-year-old or something. I was such a rebellious kid sometimes. Did I sell that movie? I only got a PC when I was 24. Built it last year on the new year. Ooh, like when I say that it's an R-rated game, people getting tortured, driven mad, and surgically turned into cyborgs in the core plot point. It also has a war system. Ooh. I used to watch American Dad and Family Guy when I was young too. I didn't watch Family Guy, I only watched American Dad. But I think I heard, like, I did see some clips of Family Guy, of course. But American Dad was what I actually like watched actively, and I was always really excited for it for some reason. I remember, like, the episode I remember so well is the one where, like, this cooking fat or what it is, like, there's a thing that gets banned, and then the kid always drives there, like, to a place with his bicycle to buy it, so the wife can continue to fry the food with that stuff, and then they get suspicious of that kid, so that kid just eats a whole stash of that fat. But it's been forever since I watched that, though. This is all I remember. As a child, I like to watch documentaries in the middle of the night. Let's go! Rebellious team. They were both on at night. They told me not to watch it, but I still did. Yes! Yes! Oh, my rebellious companions. Let's gather here. There's something on my tongue. Okay. A hydration. Hydration. I need to hydrate. I remember specifically getting up at 5 a.m. to watch X-Men cartoons before school time, because the TV channel with them was only on between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. Let's go! Welcome to the Rebel Squad. So I stayed out late to, which was an anime, Outlaw Store. Oh, I don't know that one. Outlaw Store Star. Oh my gosh. It was definitely not what I was meant to be watching, but to this day, no other space setting beats it. Yeah. That reminds me of how I watched Elfen Lied at the age of 11. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Nostalgic memory unlocked. Nostalgic memory unlocked, guys. Oh. Gotta note that down. When I was still going to school, there was like this program on TV that was running Naruto episodes. So after school, I would always watch Naruto. But at that time, they were already airing the Naruto Shippuden episodes. So, I had absolutely no idea what happened in the classic Naruto. In fact, the first episodes that I was watching were those where Gaara and Deidara were fighting above Sunagakure. And, there was like one shop that, was selling a lot of anime DVDs. And I told my dad back then, like, hey, I want to watch more of the Naruto Shippuden stuff. Do you think they have, like, DVDs of Naruto Shippuden? But I think back then, Naruto Shippuden wasn't even released as DVD yet. Like, the manga, of course, got released and everything. But, at that time, only the classic Naruto, like with the young Naruto, only that had DVDs. And then at some point, another German publisher, that was like a couple of years later, another German publisher secured the rights for the Naruto series, and then they republished the first Naruto like in DVD boxes instead of in individual DVDs, so they always had like the seasons. Then they also started publishing the Naruto Shippuden DVD boxes. So I was like, hey dad, can we like see if there's like any DVDs of Naruto Shippuden? And he went to the store and returned with a pile of DVDs and placed it in front of me on the table. I was like, yeah, so Amari, they don't have Naruto Shippuden, but they have Naruto. And he just bought everything they had. He bought like the first box with like the first season and like some other of the individual DVDs. That was such a move. I am to this day like forever grateful. My dad always supported me in my anime addiction. Really, my dad is such a legend. He also like sometimes built me wooden weapons, you know, when I was like super fascinated by one of the female leads in the games I played. For example, in Shadow Hearts, it was Karen. I loved Karen so much, and so my dad would build me like a wooden sword that looked like her, so I could stab trees in the garden. So much love to my dad. Shout out to my dad, he's awesome. I did buy my first PC really not that long ago, just a few months. You know what? I'm gonna admit it here. I also bought a new PC this year. I'm not sure, did I say that? That was actually one of the first things I bought this year. Cause I think I shared it on X. Like my laptop was dying, so I just spent money on a PC. I remember, I think you guys even gave me advice. Oh my gosh, how could I forget? Oh dear, look, it's starting. Memory loss kicking in. Sold on DVD for like 20 euros. Oh yeah, those DVD prices, goodness. My first computer was something my uncle found at a dumpster in France and sent to us. PCs were a massive novelty in my country at the time. Wow. Yeah, I remember your post. I did my around the same time. Right, I remember. I think I even remember like some tweets where it was like, yeah, joining the club. Aww. I know PC used to be so expensive. Wow. Ended up turning me into a forever PC guy. Probably half that to thank for becoming an IT guy. Valid. We love Dat Mari, right? Thanks to Dat Mari, I am a nerd. A licensed nerd. He also always like... So I started singing and video editing when I was really little. I think I was like 9 years old when I started editing videos. And I recorded my first fan cover when I was 11 years old. And my dad also supported me there. Like he always bought me those cheapo headsets at Real. Because, you know, I don't know whether at that... Yeah, of course, good microphones already existed, right? But we just bought what we would find in stores, and those were like the $20 headsets, right? And we always had to buy new ones because my dog, she would always, when she like walked by the computer, she would walk over the cable, and then the headset fell down and broke. And sometimes I accidentally dropped it too, but my dog really dropped it a lot. So mean. Can we hear it? Oh my god, I think I will die. I think I will die if you hear this. It is so cringe. It is so bad. The editing is so poor. But I still have all my covers. The ones, like, they're like over 10 years old partially. Oh goodness. Ancient covers. I think I still have the one where I was 11. I think I also have many that I recorded when I was like 13 and 14. Oh goodness. I'm more of a software person, but go ahead. I love fixing problems. Just please don't let it be AI related. Ugh, AI. Amara, you sent me what you have. I'll send you what I have. As tempting as the offer is, I think I feel too ashamed for what I produced back then. Maybe at some point I will reveal it. Maybe I will make it a goal on my birthday stream or something. But everyone, my tummy demands food, so I shall oblige. So I say, we slowly but surely wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here today for my little Bat Mari debut. Thank you so much for the donos. Hunter Sitzan. Lizard Wizard. And also thank you so much to Anonymous. Whether it was multiple people or one person, just thank you so much. And I'm not sure, maybe I will schedule a second stream by the end of the week. I'm eyeing Sunday. And thank you so much. I remember when I thought about becoming a YouTuber when I was 14, so I recorded a video, listened back to my voice, and immediately decided to can the idea forever. No, Hunter! No! Thanks for stream art. It was nice seeing you in your bat glory. Thank you! Also, did anyone get the reference? I was like doing a Devilman reference. Who's that man? Who is he? Who is he? Who is he? He is called the devil man, the devil man. I tried to hint at that with the bad tweet I made. I was chatting with Mari and here with the others. It's a comfy and fine. Thank you. Sunday, understood. Making sure I'm not busy that day. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think about trying to stream as a kid, but I think of myself. No. If you want to do it, try it. Try it. Don't be so rude to yourself. Try it. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Devilman. Gasp. Thank you for the stream, Larry. It was nice hearing from you again. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you guys so much. Goodbye. Take care, sweet Amori. Bye-bye. And thank you so much.